But let's go back to 2020, first quarter of 2020, when we started going down this strategy and this path. Andrew wasn't with us before. I remember Mike and I had quite a few lengthy conversations on the topic. But let's start with Mike. Let the audience know, why did we go into a Bitcoin strategy to begin with?
Yeah, I think the first quarter of 2020 was the beginning of the crazy years. And the world locked down, the offices emptied out, interest rates, the markets crashed, and then the interest rates crashed to zero, and the markets surged, and the world kind of got very confusing. Our first thought was, what about the core business? And then our second thought was, now everybody's working from home, they could get headhunted away by Microsoft or Google or Amazon, and they won't even actually have to move. And so we started worrying about existential issues like our employee satisfaction, how are we gonna grow? And then we looked at our assets and we realized our physical capital, we had $500 million in cash, was gonna yield zero. And the head of the Fed said it would yield zero for the next 4 years. And that made us a little bit worried. And then our human capital was not in the office, unstuck, floating in remote space. And we worried, how are we gonna serve our human capital? And our conclusion was, we needed to do something, and we also got this pressure from shareholders that we had all this cash and it was yielding 0% interest, and the cost of capital is normally 12%. So what do we do to keep the shareholders happy? What do we do to keep the employees happy? What do we do to actually get some benefit from our assets? And that got us looking around open-minded.